What is going on, you wonderful people? I hope you are having an amazing day. Before we get into the video, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. So as you all know, many liberals try to make a distinct difference between racism and prejudice to make the claim that people of color can in fact not be racist. They say that racism can only be implemented from a systematic standpoint, but there's only one problem with this. They do not take into account that prejudice is actually a form of racism. There are actually instances where people of color have the hierarchy advantage over white people. In this video, we're going to watch people claim that only white people have this type of power. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Can only white people be racist?
Systematically, yes.
No?
No.
What do you think? Okay, so no, we got a yes. Interesting, so we disagree here.
You guys can kind of be racist, and like the only reason why I would say only is because systemically there's more power there.
Oh, that's a very scandalous one. I don't know. I don't think so.
Can only white people be racist?
Negative. Everyone can be racist.
No.
No.
Could you define racism for me, or at least, do your best?
A system that favors one group over the other one and uses state policy to enact it.
It's a systematic oppression of somebody who's lower than another person. And so because other races are historically less than white people, they cannot be racist against the higher up, which is the white person.
Not individual racism, but systematic racism.
No, the definition of racism is the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another. Also, prejudice based on race. Where did you get that definition from?
All the culmination of my learning experience.
And that's exactly the problem right now with the black community. All the culmination of my learning experience. Where did you learn this? Who taught you this? You didn't even expound upon this, so I don't understand what you mean. I really don't understand what you mean when you say all the culmination of everything that I learned. I never learned this. I have never learned in my entire life as a black man, only 22 years, I have never learned that systematic oppression is actually just blatant racism. I heard that was systematic oppression, not racism. I heard racism was just a prejudice thing. That's all I heard about that.
Is every race capable of that, or no?
Every race is capable of being prejudiced, yes. But I don't think every race is capable of being racist.
Black people could be racist because we kind of like to hold on to our culture. We don't like other cultures appropriating us, as opposing to like other cultures. I feel it'll be that they're kind of wanted to emulate our culture. So sometimes we like to be selfish with our own. So to me, that's kind of like racist. Why not share your culture with another?
It's power about certain things that are in place. Like for instance, if your camera guy got arrested and you got arrested for the same thing, no offense, but more than likely, I would expect, which is really up, but I would expect him to be put away for something a little bit longer. Like let's say
if he was wealthier than me, would that be the same case?
No, I don't think so.
Is it a socioeconomic thing or is it a skin color thing?
A little bit of both.
Some people are saying only white people can be racist. What are your thoughts about those people?
I don't know who's saying that, but that seems silly.
Why do you think they're saying that? What do you think about that?
Because they're ignorant. And when I say that, I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I mean that they're just not knowing.
So only white people can be systematically racist?
They're the only one in the position to be systematic racist.
And why is that?
Because they're pretty much in control of all the institutes, all the agencies.
I think there's also like power politics involved with that, and like also I think understanding your privilege, that in certain environments you have more privilege like over other races and stuff.
If you're the majority or something?
Yeah. So like in different environments, certain people are the majority. I think depending on like where you are and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think.
LA, who has privilege here?
I think I'd definitely say white people have like maybe more like the privilege out here in LA, yeah.
Hispanics outnumber white Americans in Los Angeles 2-1 almost. There's the DA is Hispanic, the sheriff is Hispanic, majority of the LAPD is minority.
Well,
can only Hispanics be racist in LA?
No, not at all.
But only whites can be racist in LA?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Maybe because not only white people hold systematic power in everything. Like there are multiple people of color that hold a lot of power in these systems and the bureaucratic apparatuses, which that's what I like to call it. is the bureaucratic apparatus. What I think that is basically is just all of the hierarchical structures up in the political landscape. Republican, Democrat, who really cares about that? It's really about the people that are involved up in these positions. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people of color in these positions. They make a lot of decisions. That's what I think personally.
Double the amount of Hispanics compared to white people in LA. Does that make a...
No, I think if you look at it, so they may be more Hispanics here, like in LA, but then they're not really, I guess, like in position of power and privilege, or like really, if you go into...
District attorney? Yeah. Gascon?
But like, yeah, we don't live in LA, but yeah.
In LA, can only Hispanics be racist if they're the majority?
That's hilarious because of like the numbers game. You're completely right, but I don't think so. We don't know how everyone got here. Hey, it is what it is. You know, it's none of my business. Let's say half of them got here legally, and let's just say half of them didn't get here so legally.
Okay.
For them to band together 100%, I don't think so, because of just fear, again, for the things that are in place.
50%?
Yeah, let's just say 50-50. Let's say 50% came here legally, 50% did not. I don't see 100% them coming together.
Yeah, it's like a funny, it's not a black and white. There's a lot of gray area to it. I do think that like other races, like let's say black people can be racist towards Hispanics and stuff. So I think that it's based on that specific experience in that moment.
Can only white people be racist?
No.
Everybody could be racist in one way or another, yeah.
That's a loaded question, and it's based on psychology, history, geography. There are black people, for example, who are American black people who come from a legacy of wealth, who can be racist against a poor black person, or they could just be
or be racist against a poor white person. That's specifically what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. If you guys watched the monologue that I did at the beginning, I was talking about how a person of color, a black person specifically, could actually, in fact, be racist if he was in a hierarchical position, like a better position than a white person. That's literally what I was saying at the beginning of the video.
multiple reasons why a person feels the way that they do, so I don't think that just white people can be racist.
What are your thoughts on the people that are saying only white people can be racist? What are your thoughts on that?
They're just wrong. That's ignorance right there.
I don't know, bro. They must be stupid.
There's a big movement pushing that narrative. What are your thoughts on the people that are saying that?
Great question again. I'm from New York. I'm 55 years old, and I come from a time when that was never really used, right? My mother's from the South, Jim Crow South. We never talked about white supremacy. We hear white male privilege and all these things, and kids are throwing them around. And I think what it's doing is creating a division amongst people and giving people power through their emotions and not necessarily on critical thinking or anything like that. It's just kind of like a throwaway thing.
You think it's a damaging narrative?
Oh, without a doubt. We're all divided, whether it's LGBT, whether it's racism, white, black, whatever the case is. There's all these divisions, and we're all like fighting against each other on things that we really don't understand and the psychology and history behind them.
All right, everyone, that is it for today.
That was an amazing video right there. He is right. The guy at the end right there, he was 100% right. We're fighting about things that we don't fully understand or comprehend. And a lot of people should be fighting, like that are fighting each other, should be fighting the upper people, you know what I mean? Like the people that actually put these systems in place. Which I'm not even saying that anybody is oppressed in a specific manner, but at the same time, if you do want your country back, if you do want to get back to the right place, you are going to have to fight for it. And that's just what I think, personally, politically, and however you want to fight. Take that how you will. With that being said, my name is J Dottie. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Peace.